Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Batman. My favorite character.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of We Are the Night, the Batman podcast. And Azrael. And this episode will be the last episode of the year. I mean, we're recording a little ahead of time, but yes, if you're listening to us on the podcast, well, last episode of 2024 for We Are the Night.
Yep.
Which means it's an Azrael.
That's right.
That's right, kids. This time we're going to talk Azrael 31 through 33. Where do you go when you're desperate and have nowhere else to go? That's right, go to Batman. Ray's like, oh my god, I never get that low. Alright, kids. So yeah, I mean this time is kind of interesting because we kind of break away from like Lily and Brian for a while, and
yeah, I like that. It's just change, you know.
Yeah.
And I thought that I hadn't read these, but I had read these three. This story. It's the ones that come after these that I haven't read. The Bane story.
I was gonna say because I think we get back to Brian and Lily in the 40s, and yeah, things aren't going good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is.
Yes, my brand new avatar.
That's right. Made him for him and love.
Custom made.
Exactly. With love. Yeah. Yeah, it was a bad combination. I had vacation time to kill, so I took today off, and
nice.
So I stayed up much longer than I probably should have last night. I'm like, hey, yeah, let's do this.
Well, I love these. Yeah, these are great.
Yeah. All right, so shall we dive into these?
Yes.
All right. Too bad we didn't get to these sooner. This would have been a decent Halloween episode.
Oh, I know. This would have been perfect for Halloween.
Alrighty. So we start with Azrael number 31 from July 1997. Angel and the Monster Maker, Part 1. Vampire! Exclamation point.
Vampire!
Vampire! You know what that means, kids. Vampire! Oh, wait, I said... vampire!
Suck, suck.
Writer, Dennis O'Neil. New penciler, Roger Robinson.
Yeah, making his debut.
Mm-hmm. Inker, James Pascoe. Colorist, Demetrius Bazookas. And letterer, Ken Brzezinnik. So, yeah, you know what? I like Roger Robinson's art. I think he did a good run on, was it Gotham Knights? Yeah, I think it was Batman Gotham Knights, maybe. But
okay.
But yeah. I'm like, if you were gonna try, I think I've said this before. If you're gonna try to get a guy to, give us what we had for the last, well, he didn't do the two previous issues, but yeah, if you
Barry Kitson,
yeah, if you want to try to do a Barry Kitson, yeah, I'd say Roger Robinson's a good. Hey, don't.
Absolutely.
Hey, don't. Hey, forget that old guy. Forget that other guy. You got a new guy.
Yes, he's definitely
an
admirable replacement.
These styles aren't that dissimilar, so.
And it helps that we have the same inker too to keep some of the visual aesthetic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How did I do that? All right. Kind of open another window here. All right. After not patching things up with Lily, Azrael feels directionless and returns to the Batcave, offering Batman his services. Hail.
Oh my.
Uh-oh. Settle down, Justin. Vaughn Biscuit offering his services.
Just in time for my birthday.
Oh, my.
It's so salty.
Although Batman reminds him that Robin will always be Batman's only partner. Sure, Jan.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Tell that to Nightwing and Huntress.
Yeah. Huntress,
and Batgirl's going to be coming up here soon.
Batwoman. Yeah, whatever.
Alfred Pennyworth suggests that Azrael may check out a potential vampire who was recently sighted in a shanty town near Websterville, which is located south of Gotham City. Azrael finds the vampire and defeats him by exposing him to sunlight, thus answering the prayers of a little girl by being her guardian angel. For now, Azrael decides to stay in this small town. All right. So, thoughts, sir?
This one was interesting. I still laugh at the dialogue of the vampire.
Yes,
This was the story of the vampire getting the bag lady.
He kind of
then the whole narrating his own out loud, narrating his activity. The vampire strikes. D D D D. I was like, oh my god, what is going on here?
He kind of got into being like a movie, like an old school movie vampire and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, here I forgot the cover. Yeah,
just the outlaw. I mean, I could understand like if it was captions, like that was supposed to channel his inner monologue, but he was saying all this stuff out loud. The vampire attacks when he was fighting with Azrael. Right before Azrael beat the snot out of him, I just thought, "Oh my God, Denny, what are you doing with this vampire?"
Yeah, that's that's Denny chewing the scenery here. But I just wonder too if, like, I mean, you could headcanon it or like this process. I mean, we'll see in the next couple issues here. If it pretty much messes with the mind. So I'm just,
Oh yeah, right. And I knew that there was obviously something unhinged with this character beyond being a vampire created by some strange means. But for me, the appeal of this issue is the art. I just love this artwork. I can't say enough good things about it. And seeing it too, like, I mean, it's great in any form, but seeing it on this really glossy paper on the floppies, the original format.
Oh yeah.
It just looks so good there with the colors from Demetrius. Like, just everything looks so great on this. For some reason, right around the late '90s, they picked the best paper stock to represent some of this computer generated color that they were using at the time, and it still looks so impressive and so good.
Oh yeah.
Still to this day, I love it.
And I love the whole, Alfred's like, oh, hey, he could investigate that vampire sighting, and Batman's like, that's like 100 miles away, and he's like, yeah,
exactly. That's the point.
Batman's like, good idea. Let's get him out of here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I thought that was funny too. It's like, what do we find for him to do so that we can keep him out of trouble, but also have him do some good at the same time? And so, just have him look into this weird thing that's going on over here. How much trouble could he get into on his own, right?
Yeah, but just the sad sack of it. He's like, oh, Lily got a boyfriend now, and, and then, he's like, he thought he was going to be with Talia, but, Roz found out I was, like, part animal.
And what happened to Brian?
He's still down there. He's still in Mexico. I mean, like I said, we won't really get back to them till like maybe mid-40s. But yeah, I mean, he's still down there.
See, I thought it would have been more interesting if Batman was like, you know what, where's Brian? While we're thinking about it, because why doesn't he tag along with you and keep an eye on you?
That's the thing. As long as he's not like rampaging and causing destruction, Batman really doesn't care what Azrael does, or his well-being or anything. He's just like, eh.
Yeah. It's awfully trusting of him to say, hey, go off and investigate this thing on your own. When he hasn't been on his own since the beginning of this series. He's always had at least Brian or Lily or both of them or somebody else with him to watch over him, to make sure that he's not getting into trouble, make sure he's not surrendering to the monkey glands, whatever.
Oh my! Sounded dirtier than it had to be. Okay.
To make sure that he's not, becoming Angel Errant or Angel in Flames or Angel Amnesiac or whatever the Angel of the Week story is.
Wild like an animal.
It's an interesting change for Bruce to all of a sudden say, you know what? He's fine to go off on his own. I trust that he can't get into any trouble solo.
I almost feel like Bruce is almost like, yeah, it's probably like a hoax, this vampire thing. So let him run around down there and, look around and find nothing.
Investigate.
Maybe find the usual because, Azrael, because Jean Paul's like, I came to you because you usually seem busy. And Batman's like, busy.
Yeah, that's one word for it. Yeah. But at the same time, Bruce should also be like, you know what? Any time that there's something that sounds vampire-y, vaguely vampire-like in Gotham, it actually turns out to be vampires. So
I know.
Maybe I should. I don't know. Send somebody to look in on him.
I mean, that's like the same thing. Like, God, I hate when they deal with characters where, like, Spider-Man runs into the supernatural. And he's like, oh my God, a werewolf or a vampire. And I'm like, you fight lizard men and men made out of sand, but a werewolf is like.
That's gonna blow your mind.
You have fought aliens. You've been covered in an alien, but vampires, aliens, werewolves, that's
demons,
zombies. That's out. That's
zombies,
preposterous.
Yeah, but a vampire, a werewolf. Yeah, that's really gonna blow your mind. It's crazy.
I'm always just like, why didn't Batman just throw him in a bat? Train him the right way, and then you can like throw him in a bat suit, and how scared criminals of Gotham are going to be. They're like, he's in two places at once.
They're big tripping over themselves trying to get out of his way. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I loved this. I loved the artwork in this. I loved besides the vampire's corny dialogue, I really enjoyed the script.
And that poor little... That poor little girl, besides living in poverty, just the father. Why are you praying? Quit praying. It hurt.
Nasty. It didn't save your ma. She died from the cancer. Yeah, I know. Yeah. We haven't seen one of these nasty wrong side of the train tracks Gothamites in a while, so it was about time. But they had to be victims of the vampire. The vampire strikes. Dee, 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 dee. I thought, oh my God, Denny, what are you doing? The foolish intruder. Young, sweet blood, my favorite kind. Oh, no.
And then I love Bruce tells John Paul to take one of the cars, so he takes it. It looks like a regular sports car, except it has that Batman plate on the back of it.
Yeah, and then we see what happens to it in the next issue.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is, I know he's not that well known, but isn't this a world of superheroes? Like when he steps out of the car, that gang right away, it's just like, give me a ride. And he's like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is still Gotham. You might be 100 miles in a different direction from where you were, but it's still Gotham.
Well, especially, I mean, it seems like the whole town's like just like crippled. What didn't they say the factory shut down or so? Like most of the people are pretty much living in poverty. So this
is a really despondent area.
Yeah, like when he takes out the punks here, he doesn't say anything, but like in a lot of these issues, he's like quipping while he's fighting as Azrael, and I was like, wait a minute, I thought he had to switch back and forth the accent. Once again, like like I say every so often, it's like Denny. I don't know, the system kind of changes from arc to arc almost.
You're right.
Now it's like Jean Paul can fight. He can access Azrael's skills without having to shift over, unless it's like a big huge threat. Then he might actually
right.
Really,
and it doesn't matter if he has the costume on or the mask on. For a while, he had to have the mask or the costume to do something.
Because wasn't it last time or the time before? It's like, now he was able to access. Now Azrael can come out even if he's not wearing the suit. But now it seems like the complete opposite.
Yeah. Or they've merged together into one being. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah, and I swear, as we keep going, I think it gets like that too. Just. Although maybe Denny's doing that because, I mean, he meets this mysterious old woman, but besides that, he really has no one with him once he hits town. It's like there's no Brian or Lily to provide like exposition while he's fighting or something. So
right, yeah.
Well, shouldn't that have been another thing? It's like, if Lily's flying all over the world with her new boyfriend, shouldn't he have been like, hey, Brian, you want to go on a road trip?
I know, yeah. Just leaving Brian down there by himself to get into trouble.
What if he starts drinking again?
I know, yeah. Yeah, it just seems like it was weird that nobody tagged along with Jean-Paul for this.
I mean, I guess maybe he didn't say anything. Maybe he just turned it and walked out the door. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I did like the old woman. I thought she was cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's neat.
Are you a witch?
Yeah. I haven't studied Wicca in years.
I love it. The vampire grabs this guy. Oh, no, you ain't the vamp. Yeah, but I am. So, yeah, he kills another guy, and then he finds a little girl still praying. Guess that candle's the only thing she owns. Oh, no, the father, because that's when he yells at her. Yeah,
that father is so nasty.
That's when the vampire grabs him.
Yeah. I almost wish that the vampire had killed the dad.
I know, because
the kid would have been better off without this piece of crap in her life.
Yeah, because she jumps on the vampire and says, "Don't hurt my daddy." And he says,
"Don't hurt my dad."
Says, "All right, little girl, I'll hurt you instead." And of course, the little house or whatever they're living in catches on fire because the
candle.
The dad flips the candle.
And that's when we get the corniest lines. "Young, sweet blood, my favorite kind. The foolish intruder."
But that is a badass when Azrael comes through the flames. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, and the fight that ensues is, I think, my favorite part visually of this issue. I love the fight. It looks so good.
Doing the old backhand with that big glove.
Yeah. I love how he illustrates the gloves.
Yes.
Because Barry Kitson was great, but sometimes the gloves didn't look quite as big as they did originally. Like they were sized down a little bit.
Yeah, because they got to be kind of big. Because they have those blades in them, so that
Right, and they looked. I mean that's kind of the way that they looked in the original miniseries. They were just big and bulky like that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, I love Roger Robinson's art.
Yeah, it's so good. I love it. It's very distinctive too. I mean, it has influences. I mean, it does look similar to Barry Kitson's style, but it's
different, but not. Yeah, very similar.
Right, but it's got influences from lots of different places, and yeah, I love it. I think it's great. It's a great choice for this book.
Oh yeah, I love he kicks the vampire out the window as the sun's coming up.
Yeah, right as the sun's coming up. Good timing. Good timing.
The vampire's in big trouble. Ah!
You know what he should have done was the monologue from The Wizard of Oz.
I'm melting.
The witch dying. I'm melting. Oh, what a world! What a world! What a world!
Oh, I say
that would have been perfect for that.
They're gonna say he's pulling Jack Nicholson. I'm melting.
Yeah.
But then Jean-Paul again. People are so stupid in some of these stories. He didn't burn. He just dissolved. How could fire do that? And the old lady says, perhaps fire had nothing to do with it. Well, if he was a vampire, what do you think burned?
Yeah. Yeah. Again, Jean-Paul sometimes isn't the brightest bulb in the box.
So yeah, I guess he's leaving a message from the car phone and saying he wants us to investigate like where the vampire came from, and but he says I don't have any answers. I want to get some. So he says I have no place better to go, nothing better to do until further notice. I'll consider this my home.
Yeah, don't sound so excited about it. Right? I mean, he sounds so enthused, right? I've got nothing else to do, nothing better to do. I guess I'll stay here.
Well, I guess it's more along the lines. It's like, well, I guess nobody wants me,
Well, that's exactly what. Yeah.
Hello, no.
I know.
Aspect. Every time. Oh, jeez. You know how you tell if she's a witch? She floats.
There's a genuine witch in this story.
Well, she used to practice Wicca.
Yeah.
Oh my lord! But just all the
there are some that say once a witch, always a witch.
But that Roger Robinson art is so good. Man, all those wrinkles on her face.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, she looks like she's 200 years old.
Maybe she is, maybe she's a witch.
Yeah.
Almost like her face is made of stone,
Oh, yeah, I love it. She looks like she should live in this seedy area of Gotham.
Oh, come on, Noel. Come on. I was distracted. You said hello, Noel, the way Russ says David Finn. Say it again, nice.
Oh, my God.
Hello, Noel. How are you tonight? If If I say it again, it'll be $3.99 a minute. And I'm only doing this so Justin falls out of his chair. Cock-a-doodle-doo. He says, he's good. Good to see you guys. Good to see your text too, no?
Yes.
Oh, gotta take our minds off the end times.
Indeed.
All right, so should we get to the next one?
Yes, the werewolf.
Yes. So I said,
Wild,
this
like an animal.
Ah, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, that other hairy guy said that, right?
Yes.
Wild, like an animal.
I kind of think that he would love this story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It would
I'm gonna recommend this to him.
Be like, there's no mention of monkey. Well, I mean, Azrael says he's part animal, but in one sentence. But besides that, yeah, there's no.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Nom 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 nom.
There's some great monster parts here.
Man, look at that.
Yeah,
All right.
Look at that cover. Oh my god, so good.
And that's the thing. That looks good, but like the cover, like the colors and stuff, like you were saying, they even pop even more. Like if you got the floppy,
Yeah. It looks so much better there.
Like some of these, again, it's 1997 art. I mean, they look so much better on that glossy paper, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it looks good, but the digital doesn't do it as much justice as the physical copies.
And even the paper stock that they're using for some of the collections is different, and the colors don't look. I don't know. They just don't look the same to me.
Does Russ care for ass bats? He tried doing an episode or two with us, but then when they got into the whole, how Azrael was basically genetically engineered from like monkey fluids and stuff, it blew his mind. He's still twitching. This is like this on the DC side. This is like his Hulk 2099. So if you've heard that episode, no, you edited that. I'm sure you heard the Hulk 2099. That was like his Hulk 2099. Yeah,
on the DC side. Yeah, and it's totally understandable. Like I totally get why that was a turn off. I get it.
I don't know if I could have taken it either every month. We're doing another Azrael. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay. What are we going to talk about? Yeah, that first year on this story was on this title.
Yeah.
Was kind of patchy. So if you weren't really in it and invested, then I can see how it wouldn't have grabbed you.
Ass Bats 2099. Oh, just wait! We got a DC 1 million tie-in issue coming.
That's true.
Sometime next year. Yeah.
1 million issue 1 million. I saw that.
All right. So,
and I think we have another annual too, don't we, Phil?
Yeah. That's the Catwoman one. Yeah, Catwoman's coming.
Oh yeah.
You're the knight.
Yeah. Oh. You're the knight herself.
And a devil.
And a devil for making me want you. Oh, my.
That horny virgin still
I haven't read that. I haven't read that.
Oh, yeah, it's nice. Oh, wait till it's got like a painted, I think it's a painted cover. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I love the cover. The cover looks gorgeous. I think it looks painted, yeah.
Oh, whoa. Ass woman 20. I think that's on a little hard drive somewhere. Oh, you don't want to know the kind of porn she watches.
I don't want to know the things I've done.
All right, let's get to Azrael 32. All right, so Azrael number 32 from August 1997, Angel and the Monster Maker Part 2, Werewolf!
Werewolf!
First issue was Vampire! Now it's Werewolf!
Werewolf!
So, yes, it's going to get even nuts here, kids.
Wild, like an animal.
That's right.
Azrael continues to stay in a small town south of Gotham City to find out more about the vampire he recently fought there. Supported by Oracle, Azrael's investigations lead him right into a fight with another mythical creature. This time it is a werewolf. Because Azrael is unable to tap into his inner powers, he gets defeated by the werewolf. However, he is able to follow his tracks back to a factory and the werewolf's creator, who is a mad scientist named Otto Nader. As Azrael gets there, he is shot by Nader's son, Hiram. All right, so that's another thing. It's like, yeah, he was like got his butt kicked by the werewolf. I'm like, why couldn't he access the system? There was no reason that they gave us, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like,
I don't think it was
again, the last
explained.
episode, he was able to access it for the first time without the costume. Now all of a sudden he's fully costumed and he can't access the system.
Yeah, when he was fighting the quote-unquote assassins that
Yeah.
were after Talia, he was just in plain clothes fighting them
Hello.
with his bare hands.
Frankenstein! Exclamation point. No, not this time. Creature from the
Yeah,
Black Lagoon! Exclamation
We actually
point.
don't get those. No, we
Oh,
only
wish.
get the vampire and the werewolf.
Mummy!
Yeah.
Exclamation.
I was hoping that we'd get something else in the third part, but we get a kind of we take a sharp left there. Yeah.
Don't mention his mummy. He had two mummies. One was human. One was a ape.
Your mother's a whore!
Oh. All of a sudden, it's a Frank Miller story. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we see. Well, this one starts with that flashback to 6 months ago.
Flashback to show how the cornball vampire was created.
Even has like the sparkly electrode thing in the back. It looks like an old monster movie.
And he's got the lab coat and everything. Yeah.
I love the first thing. This is what Azrael doesn't know. 6 months ago.
This is what Azrael doesn't know.
But basically, the guy and his father working on this this chemical, and then all of a sudden, when the thing explodes and it douses, I guess the lab assistant or something, and he's and that was the vampire we saw in the first one. So yeah,
All of a sudden he goes, "I want to drink your blood." Dum dum da dum. I thought, oh God, Denny.
well, I mean that's what we'll see even more in the last issue, where it's like, I think it has to work with whatever's in your head, or
Right? Yeah, it's the psychoactive. It's just. It's
so is this
bizarre.
guy just like dreaming of being like a vampire, killing people his whole life? It's like,
Well, he was like obsessed with the old horror movies. Like he used to watch those all the time, I guess. Yeah. So like it was, it was a subconscious thing that was brought to the forefront.
he wants to drink some blood.
Squish is a squishy.
Yeah. So what does that say about the dude that turns into the werewolf? Like, how does that interact with his mind? Does he like have this, I don't know, fixation with wolves or something, or with the inner beast or whatever?
That's right, baby.
Wild, like an
Yeah.
animal.
It's so funny, because it's like classic. Both are classic monsters. Like, I mean, unless everyone's watching the same, Svengoolie late night channel. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. But the art again is just so good, so good. All the scenes with the werewolf are amazing.
Yeah. And then
all the fights are amazing.
Mhm.
God, so good.
Then we got Azrael on the phone to Oracle.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah,
She's the one that tells them about the factory closing down and everyone getting unemployed. And then, of course, the workers found out that the money in the savings plans and pension fund was gone.
Oh,
Then the
how
really nasty
convenient.
part, the company held mortgages on the houses of most of its employees, so everyone was out of jobs and homes. So
Yeah, get out.
So then she tells him, about the naders. Oh, and then it's so weird because Denny did this for a while because when Oracle's like signing off, asking if he has a girlfriend, he's like, "I wish," and she's like, "Oh yeah, me too." But then by the time we get to like No Man's Land, she's like, "Oh, I never mean anything by it. I didn't,
Yeah, right.
When I was
Yeah,
flirting with you for months." But I think that's because she was getting into a relationship with Nightwing. So
yeah. I think you're right.
she's like, "Sorry, kid, you don't got the butt for me."
Yeah, or the brains. Like, admit it. I mean,
Exactly.
look at what he does with the car in this issue. Like,
I'm like, "Dude,
look
you
what
don't
happens
know."
to the car. He just leaves the car parked in this seedy part of Gotham.
This is this is one of Batman's cars. That thing doesn't have a security system.
Well, yeah, or he couldn't think of a discreet place to hide it where nobody would mess with it overnight. He just leaves it out on the sidewalk. Yeah, it's just yikes. But then we get this great part with the transformation.
Oh yeah, well they try to do the controlled test here where they inject the guy, and they're like, well this guy they should actually show him like a werewolf movie. I think that's why it's on his mind. He's like,
oh right, yeah, they show it to him right after they inject it to him. Yeah,
because he was like, "You sure you just
forgot
want me to
about
look
that.
at these old monster pictures? I must have seen every one they ever made."
Yeah, it's like they're trying to actually actively create monsters.
but it doesn't seem like it works. He doesn't change or anything, but then he goes outside and sees the moon, and yeah, that's when he transforms.
Yep.
He
starts howling.
That big howl. Jean-Paul's like, "What is that?" It's like he's eating some kind of fruit. He's like, "What is that?" So yeah, this thing catches some homeless guys and starts attacking them, and then Jean-Paul tackles it. Are you a werewolf? What do they expect? Him to say, "Oh, why, yes, I am, sir."
Oh, yes. And I love these homeless guys too, because they're like, we gotta help. Like when during the fight, when the werewolf is tussling with Azrael, like they come up with some baseball bats and sticks and stuff and start attacking the werewolf. I was impressed with that. I thought, oh, good for you guys helping out Azrael. I love it.
Until the werewolf kind of pins him to the wall, but then if the sun's coming up or the moon goes behind a cloud or something.
Yeah, some clouds go over the moon. Yeah.
So yeah, he takes off. But then we do see in the daylight, he's changed back.
But he knocks out Azrael.
Oh my lord! But this is such Denny dialogue. I must have fell asleep. Yeah, I had the dangest dream, like I was Lassie or Benji or that Wookiee from them space pictures. I could go for a dog biscuit about now.
What the heck happened to my clothes?
Yeah, I know.
So funny.
But then we see the old witch lady bandaging Azrael.
Yeah, the old woman's hanging out with Azrael again. Yeah, I just love these scenes with Azrael with this cloak flowing in the wind and.
Oh God, I forgot her name is. She says her name's actually Glinda.
Yeah, I know, right, Glinda.
Oh my lord, did you hear about that? Yeah, that Wicked movie's coming out around Thanksgiving, or it might be the weekend before.
Yes, I saw that.
Did you hear about the dolls they put out?
Oh, yes. Yeah, the error, the misprint.
Yes, there's supposedly a website. It was supposed to be Wicked the Movie, but they just put wicked.com, which, kids, if you don't know, is a porn site.
Whoops.
Wow, these weren't the tips I was expecting for how to use a broomstick.
Is this the director's cut?
A lot less singing than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Well, the music is a lot different than I was expecting.
A lot slower. And then Azrael doesn't seem to remember her. She's like, "Yes, we met the day before yesterday."
Well, he did get knocked out pretty hard. Like that werewolf clocked him into that brick wall.
But again, why? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, again, it doesn't seem like he's fully, letting the system take over. Even if he had just been like, you know what, the system was like designed to battle humans, but that thing fought like an animal.
Right. It didn't know. Yeah, it didn't know the correct adrenaline response to give to Jean-Paul in order to combat this adversary. I guess.
Wild, like an animal.
Yeah. And then we see the car, destroyed.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed and stripped. It's like, what do you expect leaving it right on the sidewalk overnight? I mean, granted, he wasn't expecting that he was going to get knocked out. He was thinking that he was going to go back to the car after he investigated this howling. But still, no effort to make that car hidden from public view.
Yeah, because she even says to him, she's like, "Oh, the Oracle and the Bat, especially the Bat." And he's like, "Wait a minute, how do you know about that?" She's like, I said Glinda. I don't practice Wicca now, not that I ever have. So.
Yeah. But she's Glinda. She knows it.
He talks about using the car phone, but like you said, the car is stripped and destroyed.
Yeah.
And reduced $100,000 machine to scrap metal.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Bruce has insurance,
including the phone. So yes, it wasn't a cell phone. I guess it was a wire job here. And but he said he had a small unit built into his costume, but that was only supposed to be used in emergencies, but it was wrecked in the fight. So
he's really stuck now.
So yes, Justin, he said he has a small satellite unit.
Well, maybe that will change as he gets older.
Maybe once he hits puberty, those this batarang will
Well,
drop.
he's still supposed to be like, what, 21 or 22, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still got some growing to do.
Nobody's touched that flaming sword yet.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but he talks about walking. Oh, God, that ages this book. He goes, he could try to walk or get a ride to the nearest payphone.
Oh, yeah.
But she goes, that could take hours.
You got 2 dimes on you?
She says, yeah, that could take hours, and the sun will be well down before you can return.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, oh, the beast can. He said the beast might be back. Might have some of your neighbors for dinner. If that happens, it happens. I'll be sorry, but I won't blame myself. There's nothing I can do. And she says, is there not? That's why he talks about how the werewolf beating them silly. Besides, these people mean nothing to me. Yet you ignore the opportunity given you. Join the circus. You are more angel.
Join the circus. Yeah. Yeah, this lady pulls no punches, is Glinda. She's just saying whatever she wants.
I mean, basically, she's like, hey, you wanted a mission. This is the mission. You wanted a purpose. This is it.
Yeah, you want something to do? Here you go. It's monster time. So then he goes and
I love this. I love this scientist dad. Let's say Jordy did turn into a werewolf, just like your cousin turned into a vampire. I got 2 questions. 1, how did it happen? And 2, how do we make a buck from it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
that's always the way. Let's try to market it.
But yeah, they take that Georgie outside to wait for the moon to rise. Azrael's following tracks to the deserted factory. See, I don't know if this is meta commentary or not. Why am I talking to myself? Did Sherlock Holmes talk to himself? No, he always talked to Dr. Watson. Maybe I should get myself a Watson. You had Brian. Why don't you bring him with you?
Yeah. I mean, granted, he couldn't have hoisted himself over that fence with you, but he could have been in the car talking to you on the radio or whatever.
Oh my God, we could have got some funny scenes between him and the witch.
Oh, definitely. Could you imagine the dialogue between those two? That'd be hilarious.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I wish I could activate the powers the Order gave me, but I've never learned how.
What are you talking about? You just did it a couple issues ago.
Last time you did it without the suits.
Yeah. Remember when Talia was in danger and you unleashed like holy hell on those assassins? Yeah.
After the island, remember, you shut him down, but then, you went back to the Grey Abbott's laboratory, remember, and everything booted back up.
Yeah. Ugh. But then we get another great confrontation here between Azrael and the werewolf. I love this.
Because he sees the werewolf, says, we meet again, but this time ready for you, and I can feel the inhuman side of me growing. It feels good.
Yeah. He's surrendering to the beast.
Well, then don't say you don't know how to activate the system, because you just did.
Yeah, there you go.
Although he's still gabbing. This is not as difficult as I feared.
This is not... It kicks the werewolf right in the face. Yeah. But then the doctor comes out and shoots him.
Yep. Knocks him down.
And I thought, that's kind of a weird cliffhanger ending, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, the bullet knocks him down, and the werewolf's coming right at him.
Yeah.
But again, the whole thing with the system just seems so weird. It's almost like there's a different person writing the book, but it's like it's been Denny since day one.
Right. And it's the same editor. It's been Archie Goodwin since day one.
Because I'd be like, okay, maybe the new writer doesn't get the system. But it's been Denny since issue 1. It's going to be Denny the whole time.
Oh, it's so strange. Yeah, I don't understand it. It's all over the place, yeah. But the art, again, is great.
Art, yeah.
Sometimes it reminds me of Jason Pearson, who we talked about not too long ago on X-Men Classics when we were talking about the X-Terminator. He did the art for the Uncanny X-Men annual. We talked about the fact, unfortunately, he'd since passed away. I loved his art style so much. And there's sometimes that in some of these issues, Roger Robinson's style reminds me a little bit of his, with the way that he illustrates Azrael's cloak and things like that.
Oh, yeah. And like even the Batman stuff I've seen him do, it's just the way he draws Batman, like its shadow and stuff. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this art is top notch. I can't say enough good things about it. It's such a perfect choice for this title.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, ready for the last one?
Yes, I love this cover too.
Oh, yeah.
This is a fantastic cover.
Yeah.
Look at that. So good.
All right, so go to Azrael number 33 from September 1997, Angel and the Monster Maker Part 3, Epiphany! Exclamation point. Same team again. Hiram and Otto Nader escape, but Azrael manages to defeat the werewolf and follows them back to their laboratory, where Otto throws his serum into his father's face. Hiram is transformed into an octopus-like creature and attacks Azrael. He wraps his tentacles around Azrael. All right, kid, you know where I'm going with that, right?
Yeah.
I don't think those are tentacles.
I knew I was going to hear that at least once this episode.
When Otto tries to unmask him, Azrael throws another beaker of the serum onto Hiram and accidentally splashes himself and Otto. He hallucinates that he was transformed into a physical angel, but in reality, it has no effect on him or Hiram. Otto, however, is transformed into a baby, like evil-looking something baby, yeah.
Yeah.
But after they're all done for. Azrael drinks the serum again, and trying to, he's like, oh, I was an angel. I can just. I think he just wanted to fly off, but drinks the serum, and this time hallucinates that he is a devil. Glinda tells him the angel and devil both live inside him, and he can choose which one he wants to be. And she gives him the whole, it's like, you thought it was going to be that easy. Just drink a magic potion. You
magic potion.
Become the angel you want to be now.
Yeah. Doesn't happen that way.
So, yeah. Oh, I love this in the beginning when Azrael punches the werewolf in the face.
Yeah, and then kicks him right. This reminded me of my favorite line from the Immortal movie, The Monster Squad. Wolfman's got nards!
Kicks him in the junk in the head.
Kicks him right in the junk, punches him in the face. He unleashes on this werewolf. He's not messing around this time.
I know.
The dude's had enough.
That system's finally working.
Yeah. Then we get some more stuff with the mad scientist and his son. Which is exactly what happens to the mad scientist, right in the face with the serum.
Yeah. Right in the face. Yeah.
The taste is still in my mouth.
It's so salty.
It's ting ting tingling, ting ting tingling. All right, I'll take it.
Azrael defeats the werewolf, knocks him out, and then runs into the lab and confronts the two scientists. The son throws the stuff in the father's face and turns him. That's some good art, man.
Yeah, I love that. I was surprised at that, to be honest with you. I thought with the theme from the previous two issues that we were going to see something like changed into like the Frankenstein monster or I don't know, something else like that. But this big octopus thing, this was definitely a surprise. But I thought it was great.
Mm. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it's like I guess that was lurking in the subconscious somewhere, but
I guess, yeah. Maybe he had some weird octopus fixation or phobia or who knows, yeah.
But again, the whole, how does he fight such a creature he does not believe exists? You just fought a vampire and a werewolf. I mean...
Yeah, and how many other weird things has he faced in the last couple of years?
And even if you don't know the whole story, you know they're doing something in this lab to create these things, so why don't you believe that they're... Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then
and here we have another thing that I was talking about, where all of a sudden it looks like Azrael's about to get killed, and then all of a sudden, stop! Wait a minute! Don't kill him! Let's do this first. It's happened like 2 or 3 times in this series up before this point.
Yeah, he wants to unmask him and see who he is, but it's like it's not Bruce Wayne. You're not going to know who he is anyway.
Yeah, what difference does that make? What are you talking about?
Or again, hey, father, kill him, and then we'll unmask him and see who he is.
Yeah, what difference does that make to this guy? Yeah, that's crazy.
I know.
This whole sequence was bonkers. But, I mean, it did give him the chance he needed to get those big old gloves free and grab the beaker and smash it. But I just thought, how weird that all of a sudden he'd stop him.
Yeah.
And be like, wait, let's take his mask off. Like,
he should have just had it close. He should have just had him closer to the beaker, and so so he doesn't die, without him saying anything. Just smash the beaker.
Or have him like wriggle his gloves enough to get that dagger, to get the fire dagger to poke out and like slice the tentacles so that then he could grab the.
Or if you want to grab the serum, it's like, oh, the glove's stuck, but he can slip his hand out of the glove or something. I don't know.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Smash it.
It's so weird, so strange.
But yeah, they all take it in the face, and then it's
yeah. They all start tripping balls.
Exactly.
They all start tripping balls.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I love the art in this sequence.
Oh yeah, when he becomes the angel and stuff. Oh yeah,
it's fantastic.
Yeah, he flies
really
off,
good.
and I don't know if he's like, thinks he's gonna fly to heaven, and he's up, and then all of a sudden the stuff wears off, and he just feels like he's getting dragged back down to his body.
Getting dragged back down. Yeah, out of body experience.
But then the father attacks him again. That's when he slices off one of those tentacles, basically.
Yeah, he's had enough at this point. He said, "Okay, I tried." And they just start slicing. He's like, I've had enough. I've had a bad day. I want to go home.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it seems like he knocks it out. I mean, he cuts off one of the tentacles. Besides that, he doesn't kill it or nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's when
he says, so in a way, I hate to do this.
Yeah, that's when he finds the son that's transformed into a baby.
Yeah. Looking like Stewie Griffin over there. Yeah.
And again, I know Azrael, his firmest wish is like to be an angel, but it's like, oh hey, let's drink more of this chemical concoction I've never seen before 5 minutes ago.
Again, like not the brightest bulb in the box. The dude sees this bright liquid and just drinks it.
How do you know a second shot wasn't going to kill you? You know,
right? Or mutate him into something worse.
Especially since you aren't fully human.
Right. How could that? Who knows how that could interact with the monkey glands?
Exactly. That has to be one of the funniest. Oh, I need to cut that up for a drop. Who knows how that'll work with it affect those monkey glands?
That would make a good one, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's just he always blunders in, and it's like.
Doesn't think it through. He just acts in some situations that works, but
I mean, I get what Denny's going for. It's like he wants this, but it's to show, oh, he's not going to get, he's not going to get his goal of being an angel that easily.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's that ad for the annual. Yeah, Pulp Heroes. Today's greatest heroes are heading into unknown territory. Tales of the unexpected. Oh, that looks great. So it was Dennis O'Neil, Jim Apro, and James Hodgkins on that annual. Cool. I'm excited to read that.
Well, you're in luck because next episode, that's what we're covering along with Azrael 34 and 35, my friend.
Nice. All new for me. Because, after this point, there's a piece that I haven't read, as I said, yeah.
The stuff after this is...
the Bane story. I'm excited to read the Bane story and all that.
But I mean, just next issue, we're going to cover the annual. Then we're going to do 34, which was a Genesis crossover. So Azrael...
with a parademon.
Azrael fights a parademon, and then...
That's going to be a trip.
And then 35, he team up with Hitman.
Oh my God. Is it just for that one issue?
Just the one issue, yes.
Okay. Wow. All over the place here. I like it.
I think after that, it'll be the return of Bane, I think. But yeah, no.
Yeah, and that's what, a 4 or 5 part story? That Bane one?
So, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, I hadn't read that handful of issues, and then it was, I started reading again. I picked it up again after when it was No Man's Land, I think. Mm-hmm. So, up to 50-something, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to figure out something. Yeah, because they don't have 41 through 49 on the app. I'm like, what the heck?
I noticed that. Yeah, that's weird. I've got the floppies, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you have all those floppies?
I think I've got them all, yeah.
41 through 49? Okay.
I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I've got most. If not all of them, then most of them. Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed this story. Going back and revisiting this was great.
Oh,
I'd forgotten how much I enjoyed Roger Robinson's artwork, and still do. I think it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, that's I said. I love this thing. Again, the art really sells it, and again, just the craziness. I mean, it's something different. It's something we haven't done so far in the series. Again, no Brian, no Lily, and he's fighting creatures instead of like ninjas or
Yeah, despite the inconsistencies in some of the storytelling, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
And I'm consistently surprised with each issue, so that's also good. Stuff I wasn't expecting, like the octopus creature and him tripping balls and thinking he was an angel and stuff. Like, yeah, I wasn't expecting any of that stuff. So, yeah, kudos to Denny for still pulling out the surprises and giving something new and different in each issue, even if it wasn't sometimes it didn't make the most sense. As we were saying with him, with the dude suddenly stopping his creature dad and be like, "Wait, don't kill him. Let's take his mask off." Like stuff like that makes zero sense, but
I know
we can overlook it in the overall grander scheme of things.
So what happens in this story? Well, Azrael trips balls and fights a werewolf, a vampire, and a
Superior puss.
He wishes he was fighting some superior puss.
Yeah, I know. Well, from the sounds of it, he will be in the annual, huh?
Superior puss.
Are they fighting in that one, or are they team up?
I think it's a team up. Yeah, I don't think they're fighting. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I read it.
So he's not going to say... He's not going to do the line, "You're the night herself and a devil for making me want you."
Nope. As far, I don't think it's that bad. Like I said, it's been a while since I read that, but
yeah. Well, I'm excited to check that out.
Yeah, because all the annuals that they did like a pulp thing, like theme like that with all the annuals that year. Yeah.
Yeah, all of them were like that. Yeah. Which I thought was brilliant. It's a great concept.
Oh yeah, the whole the Nightwing one was really good. It was just the whole murder mystery. There were no supervillains or nothing. It's just this woman had all these like husbands. She married a guy and they die. I think she had like 2 or 3 dead husbands, and he was like, he was trying to go. Yeah, it's like, was she killing these guys, or was something else going on? Spoiler, something else going on. But
yeah, sounds almost like a Sandman mystery theater type of story. That's cool.
Yeah, and they were all like that, and that was such a weird year because that's when Superman his electric powers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, one of the covers was painted with him all blue and white. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was great. Yeah, there was a lot of painted
I liked
covers.
about DC's annuals for a while was because in contrast to Marvel's, where they had multiple part crossovers with the annuals, they did like the theme annuals where you'd have like these pulp heroes or that Legends of the Dead Earth one where it was all like these post-apocalyptic featured scenarios and things like that. So they were all like related, but they weren't all connected. Like you didn't have to read each one, but it was all a theme that was connected.
Yes.
For a couple of years they did that, and I thought it was a great idea.
Oh yeah, I love those themes.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Anything else?
No, it was fun to revisit this again. I'm even more excited about next time. Some new stuff to me.
So yeah, like I said, again, Azrael Annual 3, Azrael 34 and 35. So that'll be your first episode of your first Azrael episode of 2025. Right after John Byrne January.
Yes.
Yeah, and again, it'll be a week late because we're going to do 4 whole weeks of John Byrne January. So
yeah, I love it.
All right, so send us all your thoughts. Can I get some visual aids here? All right, send us your thoughts. What do you think? Is Denny writing inconsistently, or are we just nuts?
What do you think of the Monster Mash?
Who did the monster? I'm surprised that didn't get worked in somewhere. Monster. We do a Monster Mash.
Was it a graveyard smash?
Oh. All right. Alright, so send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes Lunatics merch, the classic Capes Lunatics merch. And again, Again, it's scarier than any vampire or werewolf or tentacle monster. Lilith Hellfire demands that you rain the money on us to the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
Don't make us be dancing out there on the pole because, well, get attacked by some kind of creature.
Yeah.
Werewolves, vampires, dirty old men.
Tentacles.
Dirty old men, you never know.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
And, of course, the Patreon, where, again, you can find exclusive content just for our patrons, completely uncensored. And if you are a patron, you can request topics for discussion, as our friend Justin here has.
Yes. Multiple times this year, you guys have covered some topics I've suggested.
So again, sign up. Again, it's just for the episode. You get all the back catalog, all of it. So
yeah. Worst superhero movie brackets.
Oh, yeah. Come on, kids. Sign up and listen to that.
Are you guys going to do the best next year?
I don't know. We were discussing it. I don't think we ever made a final call yet. I think Lil's already planning her welcome back to drinking and everything else party for 2025. So
yeah. One thing you could do is the best non-Marvel and non-DC comic book movie.
Ooh,
how about that?
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
Take a sharp detour from the big two for a while and talk about some of the other ones.
That's a good idea. All right, so find the Patreon at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics and find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right, now for this Justin the Owl. You can find him, well, at least once a month here on We Are the Night, the podcast. But he'll be making other appearances here in 2025. Especially
several
Catwoman episodes and other episodes. He'll be making
August.
Oh yes, Anarchy August. Yes. And he'll be making some appearances on Electric Mullets, also the Superman podcast, also in this feed. And if you go over to Capes and Lunatics, you can catch him every week with me on Marvel Tales, and of course X-Men Classics, which again, as of this recording, if you listen to this at the end of December, starting in next month, he'll be we'll be doing X-Men Classics more than once a month, so at least twice a month. So get more Justin there, and
that's right.
And again, we'll be kind of jumping back and forth between monthly shows. Me, Justin, and Ray.
Yes,
your High Priest of Khonshu, Sausage, and
we'll be talking about all kinds of stuff.
Deck playing himself, yes, Ray.
Couple of bowls down the gob.
All right, so you're talking Scarlet Spider. We'll be talking some X Factor from time to time. Probably some Wonder Man.
All kinds of stuff. Nice variety.
Yes, but again, that is nowhere near everything this man does. So, Justin, tell them about these other fine shows you're on.
You can also find me on these shows, Gamma Charge, where every month Russell and I talk about the Hulk and the She-Hulk. And we have a Patreon page, so do check that out. And Predator and Prey, I am joined by the aforementioned High Priest of Khonshu, Ray, and Sparky to discuss some classic Dark Horse comics featuring Fox's Predator. And on the Lost Library of Legends, my solo show, now that the new year has begun, or is about to begin, I will be doing a multi-part retrospective on an Ultraverse title from the early 90s. And which title is it? Well, you'll just have to check it out to find out.
Going back to the 90s here, bitch.
Exactly.
Double biscuits for me.
That's right. Recorded at the stroke of midnight,
Bird time.
Bird time. You got it.
Bird time. All right. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us, not only for this episode, but for 2024.
Yes, it's been a fun year.
Full year, at least a full year of the Azrael book.
Yeah.
All the memories you made along the way. Monkey glands.
The Underworld Unleashed crossover. The first 2 annuals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Annuals, yeah.
Talia teasing him with that superior puss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
The island of not Dr. Moreau.
Yeah, right, yeah. Tripping balls again.
Rollo. Rollo.
Yeah.
Alright, kids. Remember, come back next time in 2025
Yes.
when it once again will be same bat time.
Same bat channel.
We are the night.
The Batman Podcast and Azrael.
That dummy.